Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is going to be a very important segment. From now on, we're going to have a lot of important segments from here until the midterms when the Democratic Party gets obliterated peacefully and politically, peacefully obliterated in the polls. Hashtag Demexit. Remember hashtag Demexit? Remember that? Well, that has ballooned into hashtag walk away. Soon there'll be a hashtag runaway. Then there'll be a hashtag run away. There'll be a million different ways to say get the out of the Democratic Party. Get out. What was it like? Get out. The Schwarzenegger film. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't get a notification, please go ahead and share this link, and let's get started. Trump lawyers assailed Comey as Machiavellian in 2017 memo to Mueller. This is breaking news. This is just out. Lawyers for President Trump unleashed a blistering attack on ex-FBI Director James Comey in a confidential memo. Last year, to the special counsel in the Russia investigation meddling, casting him as Machiavellian, dishonest, and, quote, unbounded by law and regulation, as they sought to undermine the credibility of a law enforcement leader they see as a critical witness against the president. Well, he's not a witness. He has an opinion, and opinions are like, you know what? And the letter obtained by the Associated Press provides a window into the formation of a legal strategy being used by Trump's lawyers as they seek to pit the president's words against that of the former FBI director. We used to be a country where gossip and hearsay was just gossip and hearsay. We used to be a country where we did not adhere to someone's opinion or someone's drunken conversation in a bar in London with an Australian diplomat, or someone purchasing a dossier full of lies. Ask BuzzFeed. They're suing the DNC for a reason. That's public knowledge. We have 104 people, a little over a minute in. We used to be a country where we didn't get bogged down and focused on investigations that didn't have crimes. Trump is not said to have ever committed a crime. Hillary Clinton, pick a crime, any crime. Like the card game, pick a card, any card. Pick a crime, any crime. It's endless. You want to talk about campaign finance violations? She funneled money through the same law firm that's now going after Jim Jordan. She funneled money into a law firm, and the law firm outsourced CrowdStrike and purchased the Steele dossier. It's absurd. It is absurd. It is insane. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Germany. Thank you, everyone watching. Before we get into Comey, the epitome of Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince, tries to curry favor, tries to ingratiate himself, tries to win fear. Well, definitely not. He always opted for fear, going after FBI agents who disagreed with him. That's been documented now. But there should be a prince for bureaucracy. Maybe one day I'll write The Prince from a bureaucratic perspective. And one of the maxims will be, if you utilize bureaucracy to hurt your political or your opponents, bureaucracy will then be utilized against you. Your political and economic and legal downfall will be from bureaucracy. He was a top bureaucrat. The FBI director is a top bureaucrat. his boss as the president. Oh, and guess what he did to his boss? He wrote memos saying, oh, yeah, by the way, here's what I wrote about you. Or here's what I think about you. And here's what you said, which was really horrible. You said, let the Mike Flynn investigation. Oh, my God. Well, what did he do wrong? He lied to people. What? He didn't lie to anyone, first of all. The 302s have been reported to have been the notes that FBI agents take, those 302s. Those are reported to have been altered. Evidence altered. Evidence altered, ladies and gentlemen. That is a crime. The Office of Professional Responsibility, which is hilarious, when you're talking about the FBI under Comey and McCabe and Strzok and Page and Moyer and Kleinsmith and all of these underhanded, dishonest Trump haters. Oh my God, did they hate Trump? They hated Trump. They hated him so much. They hated Trump so much. But it was all useless. It was futile. They were powerless in the end. And now Christopher Wray, when they were talking about the how did they put it again? Why I always the joke here. Out of scope polygraph. Dink. 15 yards away. Dink. Gee, Peter Strzok, are you a man? Yes. Do you dislike Trump enough to do everything possible to hurt him and fabricate Trump Russia and cover up Hillary Clinton? No, absolutely not. Everything I did was above board and I followed rules and regulations. This is the polygraph arm. Ding. Hello, Dave, Mississippi Gulf Coast. I wouldn't mind going to the Redneck Riviera. Mississippi Gulf Coast must be gorgeous, must be beautiful. Everything that you and I know, ladies and gentlemen, everything that you and I know, everything, especially regarding James Comey, Trump knows. Trump, you could say you could dislike him, you can like him, but he's always been, forget about his personality. His personality. You might not like that type of personality. At one point, I didn't. There was a time, there was one documentary about Trump regarding the dunes. I think it was in Scotland. And it was, he just decided to go ahead and level these like historic, ancient dunes, which I don't think is a good thing. And the neighbor, there was one guy, a farmer, God bless him. And basically he's like the only one. And he put F Trump on the side of a barn, which it was the only F Trump I've heard in the past, 5-6 years that I could say, okay, the guy has a point. But every other F Trump is no. Trump accused of breaking promise and ruining Scottish dunes. So there was a documentary on that. And when I watched the documentary years back, I said, you know what? That's not cool. But everything else, he is essentially, the way he acts, the way he behaves, he's more a man of the people. And if you want to take a snippet or a tiny segment or part of what he says here and there about certain issues, if you did the same thing to Hillary Clinton, actually there's 13, 14 minutes of her lying. So, I mean, but they don't focus on that, the left. But let's just continue. I can get bogged down in my own minutia of thought. Mueller is looking broadly into Russia's meddling in the U.S. election, but can't explain how Russia meddled, doesn't really want anything to do with the Internet Research Agency, who's fighting back, can't prove that swing states were altered as Clinton still won the popular vote. That's the big problem. The NSA is moderately confident, and they purchased a FISA warrant through funneling money through Clinton's preferred law firm. And oh, by the way, they outsourced CrowdStrike and they purchased the Steele dossier, and there's not been one shred of evidence to corroborate either the Steele dossier or even the DNC hack. These servers never gave, the servers never, ever, ever were given to the United States government. Gee, I wonder why. And of course, Comey is a slimy, slithering reptilian, Machiavellian political entity. He thinks that he doesn't realize he's despised by even people who like him. And he doesn't care, actually. He probably knows that he doesn't care about Democrats. He doesn't care about Republicans. He doesn't care about Trump. He doesn't care about Clinton. Well, he cared about Clinton in that everything's a calculus for Comey. Comey has a calculator in his mind. He has a calculator. James Comey has a political and economic calculator in his brain that says, what is the best what course of action could I derive the most political or economic power from? He has no allegiance to anyone. He has no thought process. His thing is, you know what? We'll hide behind intent. It's the election. There are millions and millions who don't care and millions who don't want to believe that Clinton's a criminal. I can get away with anything, and it would behoove me to do so. So let's just look at some quotes from the Prince, Machiavelli. Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. With Comey, that is somewhat very much the case, or at least he wants everyone to see what he appears to be. Unfortunately, everyone knows what he really is. So I don't know if that quote applies. Let's see top 20 quotes. So top 20 or top 10. Let's try that. So top 10 Niccolo Machiavelli quotes. Of course, you have to go through. Okay. So that's interesting. He's very much Machiavellian in terms of the colloquial usage or the way it's used. But are these from the Prince? How about top 10 quotes from the Prince? Okay, let's just see. We'll just do Forbes. 15 surprisingly great quotes from Machiavelli. He who becomes prince through the favor of the people should always keep on good terms with them, which it is easy for him to do since all they ask is not to be oppressed. Oh, that doesn't work for Comey or President Obama or Clinton or Bush. All right, let's go ahead. Why am I finding it so difficult to find? Hello, Kelly. Hello, everyone. Hello, Chris. Hello, Horace. Hello, everyone. All right, hold on. Let's go ahead. Niccolo Machiavelli quotes. Okay. The Prince. How about just the Prince, an excerpt of the Prince? Okay. The Prince PDF. Jeez, how hard is this? How hard is this? Okay. All right. No, I'm trying. All right, so let's just continue with this. So 364 people watching. The letter obtained by the Associated Press provides a window into the formation of a legal strategy being used by Trump's lawyers as they seek to pit the president's words against that of the former FBI director. So James Comey utilized the Steele dossier to start an investigation, knowing very well that Hillary purchased it. Then he exonerated Clinton, knowing very well she deliberately transferred top secret and special access program intelligence onto her server. Then he ignored the Wiener laptop until he feared that the NYPD and the New York field office of the FBI would turn on him and leak the information. So then he wrote his letter. He tried to be everything to all people, not to appease everyone, just because that was the calculus that he utilized. He utilized a calculus, he basically said, well, you know, what would give me the most power? Because I'm dealing with just a train wreck of a candidate here in Hillary Clinton. And she is so corrupt. She's committed so many crimes and just so much evidence. Why don't we just do this? We'll focus not on how she transferred the top secret and special access program intelligence, but we'll focus on how if she intended to actually hurt the country through intent. But when states are acquired in a country differing in language, customs, and laws, there are difficulties in good fortune and great energy. Okay, so let's go ahead. So it's really interesting. I mean, this is Niccolo Machiavelli during the Renaissance going ahead and talking about how power should be wielded. And there cannot be good laws where the state is not well armed. It follows that they are well armed, they have good laws. I shall leave the laws out of the discussion and shall speak of the arms. The arms with which a prince defends his state are either his own, or they are mercenaries, auxiliaries, or mixed. Mercenaries and auxiliaries are useless and dangerous. If a prince holds his state base on these arms, he will stand neither firm nor safe. Well, there you go. Interesting. So focus now on the state owning arms. That's why I'm a big Second Amendment advocate. We have almost 400 people. Let's just go ahead. Okay, top prince. Yeah, let's try this again. Human nature. Okay, here. That's good. Jeez. Finally. Human nature. Human nature. Two sides of human nature. Men are quick to change ruler when they imagine they can improve their lot. Hence Trump winning over Clinton. They are greedy. A man will soon forget that. Okay, no, that's sad. That's horrible. People are so gullible and so caught up with the immediate concerns that a con man will always find someone ready to be conned. Well, that's Hillary. That's Mueller. People say it's Trump, but they don't even understand that it's a good economy. We have peace, hopefully peace between North and South Korea. The deep state If you don't like that phrase, it was actually coined during Obama's term. But the intelligence community, full of corrupt people like Comey, they're now being exposed. I'd love to party with those guys. So, all in all, human nature offers little to inspire. Well, this is actually Comey right here. We can say this of most people, just say James Comey, that they are ungrateful and unreliable. They lie, they fake. They're greedy for cash, and they melt away in the face of danger. That's all James Comey. James Comey is like, wherever the political winds go, he's like a 6'8" male version of Hillary Clinton. So he's very Machiavellian in that he wants to be all things to all people, but at the end of the day, he wants to amass and consolidate as much power as possible. If he has to be duplicitous and lie and cutthroat about it, he will. But since it is difficult for a ruler to be both feared and loved, it is much safer to be feared than loved, if one of the two must be lacking. For this can generally be said of men, that they are ungrateful, fickle liars and deceivers, Comey, avoiders of danger, greedy for profit, Clinton. And as long as you serve their welfare, and they are entirely yours, offering you their blood, possessions, life, and children. Craziness. When the occasion to do so is not in sight, but when you are faced with it, they turn against you. And that prince who lays his foundation on their promises alone, finding himself stripped of their preparations, falls to ruins. For men are less concerned with hurting someone who makes himself loved than one who makes himself feared, because love is held by a link of obligation, which, since most men are wretched creatures, is broken every time their own interests are at stake. But fear is held by a dread of punishment, which will never leave you. So Niccolo Machiavelli was a fantastic guy at parties, very fun. Freedom 132209101. Thank you so much for your support. I know we are talking politics, but as a proud Englishman, may I please mention that England are through. Oh, that's right, through the semifinals of the World Cup. Yes, yes. I'm sorry for interrupting. Well, that's congratulations. Hold on. England always had a great team. Well, historically, not maybe in the past recent years, but hold on. Congrats, England. Wow, beat Sweden 2-0. Wow, look at that. So they, okay. Huh. So in a couple of days, they play Switzerland. No, Croatia. What am I saying? What's wrong with me? Croatia. Wait, oh, we don't know yet. Okay. So let's look at England. So they beat Sweden. What is wrong with me? England World Cup. England reaching semifinals is incredible feeling. Congratulations to all the people in England and the UK who watch this channel. World Cup 2018, England reaching semifinals is an incredible feeling. Gareth Southgate. England now prepare for a momentous match in Moscow on Wednesday against Croatia, who beat Russia on penalties. Wow. Wow. So they play Croatia. Wow. We can create our own history. Jordan Pickford said played a key role in England's win. Okay. We want to make the country proud. Congratulations. Congrats. England fans celebrate World Cup semifinal spot after win over Sweden. Well, Freedom 103-2200-9101. Thank you again. Thank you. I have to say, I'm a big fan of Croatia's uniform. Let me see Croatia's uniform. Since we're talking about England's uniform's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that uniform. All right. Wow. Gee, I wonder who's going to win that one. That should be a good game. They both have really good teams. I went to college with a polo player who was friends with a polo player who was from Croatia and a polo player who was from water polo from Poland and Spain. Yeah, I was good buddies with two guys from Poland and Spain. Really, really great guys. Really great guys. Anyway, it's 400 people here. Okay, congratulations, England. Congratulations. Well, I try to put politics a little bit. Absolutely. I mean, of course, if you're watching this channel, by the way, at 9 p.m. tonight, Pacific, I will have the great pleasure and honor of being on the Julian Assange live stream. Free Julian Assange. Unity for Julian Assange live stream. And I want to thank Susie Dawson for being so accommodating with me with my schedule and everything. And it's just an honor. And this is my third live stream in honor of, defending Julian Assange. And I just Unity for Julian will be at 9 p.m. So this is all you have to do is go to @Unity4J. Yeah, they were very accommodating to me, and I thank you for that, Susie. And God bless Julian Assange. Look, I mean, it's like this. If the USA ever got to the semifinals, which one day I'm sure will happen. One day we'll win a World Cup. One day. It'll take time. Just not our sport. It's the global sport. It's not our sport. But that doesn't mean, look, the US, the UK, Sweden, the world. Julian Assange has the truth. Unfortunately, the world politically doesn't like the truth. And Julian Assange publishes the truth. And I will talk about that tonight, 9 p.m. Eric H526. Everyone follow Eric H526 on Twitter. If there's anything that, like, if Twitter sends me to jail, Twitter jail, and like they're like, you said the F word and you said that Hillary Clinton was less than honest, we're going to suspend your account for 3 days. Then just go to Eric H. So hold on. Everybody's follow @Eric ERIK _ H526. He is the man. And then I'll find some way to tell Eric that there's a live stream or what I'm doing, and then he will go ahead and let you know. But anyway, so James Comey is the Office of Professional Responsibility is going ahead and The 13-page document aims to identify for Mueller what the lawyers believe are egregious errors, both in how Comey handled the Clinton investigation and in his early and limited encounters with the president. In it, one of Trump's top lawyers argues that Comey cannot be trusted as a witness. Of course he can't. Well, he's going down right now. I mean, the Office of Professionals, he's being investigated for class. He has 4 of 7 classified memos. 4 of 7, ladies and gentlemen. 4 of 7. 4 of 7. And Bob Goodlatte and others had to look at his memos through a SCIF. And while they were in a SCIF, a sensitive compartmented information facility. So it's like it's no joke. He's in deep trouble. We're not talking about the odd ones here, because the odd ones, they didn't investigate. See, what Luke Rosiak, who deserves the Pulitzer Prize, Luke Rosiak deserves the Pulitzer Prize because he basically uncovered all the information that they should have investigated, namely Cyprian, exactly. Namely, that they were using congressional servers at will without anyone stopping them. That's a breach of protocol. And then they say, well, and they were also doing work from Pakistan. And it's not a matter for me. If I'm talking about if you do work anywhere in the world, if you're in Congress, you do work in Pakistan, Israel, Saudi Arabia, anywhere, England, no, you must stay in the United States of America. I don't care. You cannot do congressional work on congressional servers or computers from any country other than the US, and should be just from DC. Horace, thank you. Always. Horace, of course. Sorry to interrupt, but can you advise, please, how to find the show regarding Julian you mentioned? Thank you. So here is the link. I'll show you right now. Here's the link. And hold on. Awesome. Ray McGovern. Love Ray McGovern. He's on now. So that's the link. That was actually on Eric H526's website here. That is the link, Horace. That is the link right here. And I am at H.A. Goodman Author, Horace, at H.A. Goodman Author. And we'll be on at 9 p.m. Pacific. And I'll just go ahead. I'll put that link on tweet. I just tweeted that link out. And so I tweeted that link out, and Amy Shaw, thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy Shaw. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Amy Shaw. Thank you, everyone. Amy Shaw, thank you. Horace, thank you as always. So Horace, I hope that you got the link. Let me send it again. I'll send it again through here. So Eric just...
Okay, once you're an intelligence analyst, I suppose.
Ray McGovern's awesome. I was on RT with him. It's great. He's just wonderful. He's one of the veteran intelligence professionals for Sanity. And right here. So I just sent it again, Horace. So thank you, Horace. Thank you, Amy Shaw. And so let's go ahead and continue. We have to just go straight to the best part. He lies his behind off. He lies his behind off. Jimmy Buffett live from Pennsylvania? Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. What am I even doing? Oh, yeah. James Comey. Wiener. James Comey Wiener. Yes. So here's the skip ad.
On former Congressman Wiener.
This is Congressman Kennedy, who's awesome. He coined the phrase Wang Doodle. Trainwreck. When will you have special guest Maxine Waters on? I don't think Congresswoman Waters or any Democrat would want to be here, but that's awesome. Trainwreck. Thank you, Trainwreck. When will you have special guest Maxine Waters on? I'd be honored, but I don't think I would be honored to have her on, but I don't think she'd want to be on this channel because I don't like the Democratic Party and I wanted to peacefully and politically end peacefully. No one could ever splice my videos because I'm like, I want the Democratic Party peacefully and politically to end peacefully and politically. What are they going to do? They'll be like, you know, it's spliced. 500 people on this bad boy. We're getting to the good part. That stupid part where I spent 5 minutes trying to find a quote didn't work out, but this will work out very well. Congressman Kennedy to Comey.
Classified information on former Congressman Wiener's computer.
Yes.
Was there classified information alongside Anthony Weiner's Wang Doodle photos? United States classified information. Elizabeth Varing, thank you. HA is a big, bald, beautiful man. Elizabeth Varing, thank you, Elizabeth, for watching for so long and for supporting this channel. I greatly appreciate your support and your kind. HA is a big, bald, beautiful man. Yes, in fact, I need a haircut. I need a haircut. I feel like a hippie. Elizabeth Varing, thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. You're absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, as always, for watching and your support, for, just always for watching. Thank you, Amy Shaw, as always. Thank you for your support. Thank you. And Elizabeth, H.A. is a big, bald, beautiful man. Thank you, Elizabeth. And thank you, Amy. So we're going to go ahead, Wang Doodle. Everybody Wang Doodle tonight. Okay, hold on one second. This is Congressman Kennedy.
There classified information on former Congressman Wiener's computer.
Yes.
Yes. He's like deep inside Comey. There's this Comey, like James Comey child, like when he was a kid, and he just realized that telling the truth was important. So he's just so happy he could tell the truth. He's like, yes. Are you a man, Comey? Yes. Is the sky blue? Yes. So happy to tell you the truth. Yes. Yes. He's just so happy to tell the truth. Then he lies, which is hilarious. Then he starts lying, as usual, because he's a liar. Oh, Lord, what did I do? I almost dropped this live stream like an idiot. Like an idiot. Oh, my God. That would not be good. Okay, so what did I do? Okay, so here. Wiener. Comey Wiener. For those of you who are watching, the fight tonight, let me know. Stipe Cormier fight, let me know how it went, and it's a couple hours from now, maybe an hour from now. No, a couple hours from now. Wow, what an amazing fight that will be. All right. Thank you again, Elizabeth. All right, so 536 people watching. Congressman Kennedy. Oh, Lord. Again. All right, so of course I almost ended this live stream because I'm an idiot, but now we're going to get back to...
Classified information on former Congressman Weiner's computer.
Yes.
Who sent it to him?
What kind of imbecile, what kind of crazy, loony, insane in the membrane, insane in the brain person found a way, a diabolical way, to transfer United States classified intelligence outside Cybernet, JWICs, and SCIFs, and if I have to tell you again, I will. Cybernet, JWICs, and SCIFs, and other secure locations within the United States government. How on earth did it get into a basement server? And how on earth did it get into Anthony Weiner's laptop with pictures of his wang doodle?
His then spouse, Huma Abedin, appears to have had a regular practice of forwarding emails to him for him, I think, to print out for her so she could then deliver them to the Secretary of State.
His a regular practice. We never, Manafort is in solitary confinement now. People are, risking jail because they lied to corrupt FBI agents who probably just fabricated the fact that they lied. But from what I understand, this fella Anthony Weiner, he was given the classified intelligence for him to print, because Uma and Hillary Clinton didn't know how to use a printer. But that's the crazy, ridiculous, stupid story they told us. So we just went along with it. 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 What do you want? We're trying to cover up Clinton. What do you want us to do?
Did former Congressman Weiner read the classified?
Did former Congressman Weiner take a moment from his wang doodle, from photographing his different parts of his anatomy? Did he take a moment to breathe, from showing pictures to everyone in the world of his own anatomy? What I'm trying to say is, did he read the classified intelligence that shouldn't have been on his server? Because that's important. What did you do to protect this country?
I don't think so.
So now he's really caught in mid-lie. He's caught in mid-lie, that was a curveball from Congressman Kennedy. So that was a curveball. Did he read it? Because you allowed him. Apparently you didn't level any charges on him or Uma. Did he read this classified intelligence? Because there was classified intelligence on the laptop. Did he read it? Gee, I'm not sure. Well, why not? Why not? Why not?
I think his description. I don't think we've been able to interview him because he has pending criminal problems.
I think his descript. So that's mid-lie right there. Wow. That's 35 seconds into this. Chris Ken Simpson YouTube. That's 35 minutes into this. 35 seconds into this. We're not able to. We weren't able to. I think his description, and then we weren't able to interview him. So he's lying beyond belief, and he's actually caught fabricating different lies. Gee, I think his description. Oh wait, so you talked to him? And no, we weren't able to interview him. Well, then why on earth were you talking about a description of something? Why on earth were you talking about a description of something? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So his description was...
Of other sorts?
Oh, yeah, we couldn't interview him, even though I was going to say that we interviewed him. We couldn't interview him, but yes, okay, yeah. He was had his own pending criminal probe, so of course the FBI didn't want to hurt him. Meanwhile, Manafort, every day they're adding new charges. Where in history did the FBI say, yeah, gosh, you know what, this criminal, he actually engaged in a whole bunch of other crimes, but we're not going to bother him. He has pending criminal. He's a pending criminal probe, don't you know? Amy Shaw, peace out, all Goodmanians. I have to roll. Amy Shaw, thank you. Thank you. And from all the Goodmanians here, thank you. Amy Shaw, thank you so much. Thank you always for supporting this channel. You're awesome. Thank you. Elizabeth Varing, you are awesome. Thank you. Thank you again, Amy Shaw. Thank you again. Greatly, greatly appreciated, and have a fantastic Saturday evening, a wonderful Saturday evening. And so they're going after everyone in the Mueller probe, they didn't commit any crimes associated with Russia, but they're gonna, oh my God, they're gonna make people's lives so difficult for them to fabricate or flip and sing. But meanwhile, not only did he not want Weiner to flip and sing, he didn't even ask if he read the classified intelligence. This is the guy who, he's lying mid-sentence. He's like, I think his description was, no, we didn't interview him. Oh, okay. You did. Why didn't you interview him? Oh, because he had pending legal issues. And we're the FBI. We don't want to, we don't want to make criminals their lives worse, It's not like the FBI, continually goes ahead and gives counts after counts and legal statutes that people broke to actually bolster their initial case against them. They wouldn't want that.
But my understanding is that his role would be to print them out as a matter of convenience.
My understanding is whatever I felt would get me the most power, hence the Machiavellian description. My understanding was that Anthony Weiner was printing out papers because Uma and Clinton didn't know how to use the printer. It's very difficult nowadays to install a printer or use a printer. She only had Brian Pagliano rewire existing infrastructure to funnel everything into her basement servers, special access and top secret intelligence included. But you can't mess with the printer because the printer was very difficult to do. Basement servers that completely upended existing US networks, not a problem. But we're going to send all this information. And the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, as Bill Priestap in the IG report already stated, they had Clinton emails, Clinton Foundation, and state.gov all mixed into she had hundreds of thousands of emails. Everybody knows what's happening. Everybody knows. And you know what? They might not get Clinton on, but they're going to indict Clinton. They're going to charge Clinton eventually on this or any other crime. But what I'm trying to say is they're not going to get Clinton right now. The Office of Professional Responsibility will say, oh, by the way, you broke protocol. Oh, by the way, the Inspector General report will say, oh, yeah, you handed classified intelligence. Andrew McCabe will get indicted. James Comey will very likely get indicted. All these people will get indicted, and eventually Clinton will get charged. You can't do this. This is precedent also. It's precedent also. It's not just an issue of, and the Awans were not, nobody investigated the Awans for what, I mean, it was almost as if the outcome was predetermined in the original criminal indictments. Like they didn't talk about the server, the breaches of the server. And ladies and gentlemen, I have something really cool to inform everyone for my Second Amendment channel. And Stuart Brayton, if you ever watch this channel again, you gave me the idea. I purchased today a CZ97B 45 ACP And I can't wait to enjoy it legally and responsibly at the range. It's a beautiful, gorgeous firearm, really beautiful. And I can't wait. CZ makes, great stuff, really great stuff. And I can't wait. Anyway, that'll be a little reveal for my Second Amendment channel very soon. And yeah, I can't wait. It's interesting. There's like maybe like a 5-second delay. So as I'm saying something right now, I'm looking at a couple seconds. But yeah, I can't wait. And it's just awesome. It's a beautiful gun. If you look it up, and I'll go ahead and do the unboxing very soon, within a couple of days, on my Second Amendment channel. But it's a beautiful, beautiful firearm. Really nice. No, I don't hand load. Oh no. I have a safe with all my firearms, and but I would be afraid to like put too much powder, make it too hot. I'd be afraid for people if they had my hot loads. Ha! Anyway, yeah, CZ97B. And I just actually bought at the Steel magazines, 10 round Steel magazine clips for Steel magazines. Shouldn't say clip. I know. Don't say clip. Steel magazines for the AK that I have. A whole bunch. It's legal. 10 rounds. So like, if you tell me I can't eat a big gulp, drink a big gulp, I'll buy 2 very large Cokes. So it's pretty stupid. Democrats aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. They really don't. It just, everything's feel good. Feel good.
If he didn't read them, would he have committed a crime?
If he actually did read classified U.S. intelligence that was never supposed to be on his server, it's HA Second Amendment. If you type in HA Second Amendment, you'll go to the chat. I haven't uploaded in a couple of weeks, actually. But that's because I've just been focusing on these live streams. But I will go ahead and upload some good stuff soon.
Potentially, would he have committed a crime?
Potentially. Them out as a matter of convenience.
If he didn't read them, would he have committed a crime?
Potentially.
Would his spouse have committed a crime?
Again, potentially. It would depend upon a number of things.
Potentially, it would depend upon another number of things. Just me. Sorry I came late to the live chat party. Just me. Thank you. Thank you, just me. Thank you, just me. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Just me. Thank you. Thank you again, just me. So he's asking if he read the classified intelligence that should never have been on his server. Did he commit a crime?
There an investigation with respect to the two, then would he have committed a crime?
Potentially.
Would his spouse have committed a crime?
Again, potentially. It would depend upon a number of things.
It would depend upon whether or not we could exonerate Clinton. And since we couldn't exonerate Clinton, and since, any other person, Christian Saucier was ripped from his family. He takes a picture in a submarine, and he is ripped away from his family, a child and a wife, for 1 year, and then Trump pardons him. One of the many dastardly, horrible things Trump has done, in addition to a good economy and peace between North and South Korea, and exposing FBI agents and pardoning historical figures and all of these horrible things, that he's a madman. I'm being facetious, obviously. I can't wait until November when they get politically and peacefully annihilated from a peaceful political sense, because nobody votes for them. They need 20 in the House. First of all, the Senate doesn't look good for them at all. They're going to maybe even lose seats in the Senate. But the polls, the people like when these CNN polls, like up by 10, did you talk about the hashtag walk away? Pretty sure most of the people who are polled don't know what the heck hashtag walk away is or dem exit. Let's continue.
Investigation with respect to the two of them.
There was, we completed it.
Was there an investigation pertaining to Anthony Weiner and Comey? Yes, sir, there was an investigation. We went ahead and completed it. The Wolfman, the Loch Ness Monster, and the Tooth Fairy completed the investigation in the city of Atlantis underwater. We don't believe you. Horace! I prefer to stay upbeat, but how many politicians lickspittles are de facto controlled opposition in your view? My capacity to trust has been tampered over the years. Thoughts? No, it's beautiful. Thank you for the question. The issue of Horace, the issue of controlled opposition sometimes is giving people too much credit. So like when people, like when you say like this, he's controlled up, he's an absolute idiot moron. He's controlled opposition. Like, no, he actually is an idiot. He's really stupid, and there's no way he should be in Congress or she should be in, but that's who they are. So there is the issue of controlled opposition being actually genuinely stupid. But then there's also the issue, Horace, of like, for example, a Paul Ryan or a McCain or an establishment Republican who is just, let's go ahead and get along with the establishment Democrats. Let's go ahead and war. Yeah, that's good. We can agree on that. Yes, Assad. Yeah, bad. It's not. It's. I wouldn't say it's controlled. I hope I'm getting to your question. I wouldn't call it controlled so much as I would. Controlled opposition would be people who are genuinely interested in furthering their own careers, their own economic interests at the expense of the country, or their own political interests at the expense of the country. If McCain or if Paul Ryan or if other people derive benefit from, either, initially going up against Trump or, working with certain establishment Democrats, that's because they've said, okay, look, I'm going to make some money out of this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and be on, CNN one of these days. I don't know if there's any controlled opposition because I don't know who they would be controlled by. I don't think the Democrats have, some kind of Manchurian candidate or somebody they're controlling in the Republican Party and vice versa, although I do think that there are people who decide it is in their interest to say, oh, you know what, I'm going to pretend to be nonpartisan or pretend to have principles opposing Trump when the Democratic Party does a lot worse in terms of immigration. They're worse or just as bad. The issue with Democrats is that they stand on this moral soapbox. They don't realize the soapbox is, made of, refuse and verbal refuse and excrement, which is what George Orwell called euphemisms. It called them verbal refuse. But I hope that it's a very interesting question. Thank you, Just Me Again. Thank you, just me. So I hope that answered your question, Horace. I don't think controlled opposition is giving idiots too much credit. And let's just go and look at so let's finish this up. It's kind of funny. It's like,
Why did you conclude neither of them committed a crime?
why? It's completely irrational, irresponsible. You should be in Alcatraz. You are obviously a traitor. Why did you say they didn't commit a crime when obviously they did?
Because with respect to Ms. Abaddon in particular, we didn't have any indication that she had a sense that what she was doing was in violation of the law.
We didn't have any indication that when she was, I don't know, transferring hundreds of thousands of documents, we didn't get a sense. Our spidey sense wasn't tingling. We didn't get a sense that the right-hand woman of Clinton was actually engaging in a crime. We didn't get a sense. You see, if you knew what I knew, the weight of the knowledge on my cranium would be more than the average pickup truck. You have no idea. Potentially. It's potentially it's so difficult and convoluted. You wouldn't understand, Congressman. But we could go ahead and just say that, Uma didn't know. She knew not what she did. Clinton didn't know. None of them knew anything. It actually just happened as part of the Matrix. It was a pre-planned formula. Nobody knew anything. If I debated Comey, I would say, just tell us how. Thank you, Joseph. If I debated Comey, I'll just say, exactly. Atom Bomb 31458. A sense. Well, that settles it then. Exactly. Thank you, Mrs. D. Allen. Keep up the great segments. HA, love what you do. Thank you, Mrs. D. Allen. Thank you, just me. Thank you, Mrs. D. Allen. Thank you, Mrs. D. Allen. And about 31458, yes, a sense. Well, that settles it then. Yeah, exactly. If I ever debated Comey, just one question. Tell us exactly how, or do you know how Clinton transferred special access and top secret intelligence onto an unencrypted server? Well, it's very difficult. Tell us now. Well, this guy, tell us right now. And then the moderator, calm down. And then, we can't discuss that. It's classified, and this is not the setting. I don't care. Buddy. You tell us right now, buddy. You tell us right now. Tell us right now. Tell us right now. Because guess what? The whole world knows you're lying, so... Oh. Okay, so... All right, so... Let's finish up.
Couldn't prove any sort of criminal intent.
Couldn't prove any sort of criminal intent. Too bad that doesn't really matter when it comes to crimes of this magnitude. You can look at the Espionage Act. You can look at, I don't know. Where was the criminal intent? Oh, well, Christian Saucier put the pictures in the trash. Yeah, so no foreign intelligence service could find it in the trash. You still try to, you still ripped him away from his family. Hillary Clinton wiped the server clean, refused to even give her servers, destroyed BlackBerries, used third parties to delete emails, deleted 30,000 emails without government oversight. Used a private server for the intent of hiding. That's why you use a private server. Nobody on the planet, nobody on the planet believes the nonsense. Nobody on the planet believes the nonsense. Nobody on the planet says, well, gee whiz, I don't know. Everybody knows. Everyone knows Comey is a liar. Everyone knows Hillary's a criminal. Everybody knows that, everybody knows what's going on. Annenbaum 31458 HA. Do you think Dershowitz hasn't had an epiphany since the knife threat? Yeah, I mean, Alan Dershowitz is going to try his best to stay neutral. I don't think he's reached the point yet where you have to be partisan. You know how they're like, take a stand against Trump. No, it's actually people owe it morally to, I think, either support Trump or walk away. Either way, I'm fine with. If you don't want to support Trump, fine, just walk away. If you want to support Trump, I think that's even better. Because the whole he's doing this, he's doing that, he's still less hawkish. Well, he's doing this, he's still exposing corrupt FBI agents. There are things that Trump is doing that need to be done to keep the country in existence. I mean, we're talking serious stuff, I think that you're right, though. I mean, Dershowitz, he's, people are, trying to say that they're going to try to, hurt him. But that's the thing. He's too middle of the road. He just go ahead, defend Trump, and he does defend Trump. Actually, he does. But just go after the Democrats. There's so much to go after. Strzok's gonna squeal like a stuck pig. Thank you, the pragmatist. He is. Strzok is gonna squeal. The pragmatist. He is gonna squeal. Thank you, Tellerus. Thank you. Thank you, Tellerus. The pragmatist. Thank you. We got 627 people on this. I don't even think people got notification. We didn't see criminal intent. How do you not find criminal intent? Let's listen to this nonsense again.
Didn't have any indication that she had a sense that what she was doing was in violation of the law.
Really? Huma Abedin didn't have a sense of what that she was doing was in violation. That actually does not correlate to her testimony when she basically says to Hillary, she actually testified. She's like, yeah, we told Hillary there are other ways to do things. And that I think Huma Abedin even advised her to use a state.gov. Hillary was like, no way, because it was not convenient at all. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the bottom line. Exactly. They asked her what the C meant. She thought it meant catnip. This is the bottom line. The bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Office of Professional Responsibility at the FBI has already stated that Andrew McCabe lied under oath lied under oath twice, lied 4 times total. Given that to Sessions, Sessions fired McCabe. The IG then said, yeah, he deserves a criminal. We have a criminal referral out on him. The pragmatist. I didn't get notification. Deep State scared of HA. Thank you, the pragmatist. Thank you. Thank you, still no notification. We got 637 people. Live stream. I only have 116,000, and it's firmly staying there. With live streams, you don't your channel does not increase in numbers, but I think that'll change it's easier during uploads to have your channel increase in size, but you don't get the interaction. And the super chat, gives me the incentive to just keep on rocking this instead of the uploads. And plus, I have so much fun interacting with everybody. Eric H526, but yeah, the whole sense. Get a sense. It's just a sense. Well, what do you mean? She broke the law. You wouldn't understand. It's the sense. It's the sense. Think of this sense. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean that James Comey is fabricating everything, lying because he's a liar and everybody knows what's going on? And on good days, we get over 1,000 on here. Silence Do Good. Nothing witty to say, just good maniac goodwill. Thank you, Silence Do Good. That is good enough. It's awesome. That's a beautiful sentiment. Thank you again, Silence Do Good. Thank you. And 651 people. Let's go ahead really quickly. James Comey. So definitely unity for Julian. Unity for Julian at 9 p.m. Pacific. At 9 p.m. And you have Brandon Straka. There will continue to be liberal tears and heartache until the day they are able to look in the mirror at themselves and stop blaming artificial intelligence. Real people are walking away by the thousands. We do not want your ideology or your party anymore. Yes. So now Luke Rosiak is leading the charge to have Sessions out of there. If President Trump wants to know how Sessions acts when he's not recused, it turns out it's not any different than when he's the subject. He is subject to recusal. So regarding DOJ, I think ultimately Sessions will turn out to be incredible. James Woods. Wow. James Woods is awesome. All right. Hold on one second. Swanee Scotty. Just doing my book work while listening. Great stuff. Thank you, Swanee Scotty. Thank you. As always, thank you so much for watching in Australia. Thank you. And there's an Australian citizen that I love and that I'm going to be speaking about in a couple of hours. And that's Julian Assange, Unity for Julian. It's going to be a live stream. It is a live stream that's ongoing. And it's a bunch of people, journalists, and wonderful, wonderful people in the intelligence community, and just a whole activists. And I'm just very honored to be part of it. And this is my third Unity for Julian vigil, online vigil, and I'm very, very proud. I'm very proud also to have Mrs. Christine Assange, Julian Assange's mom, retweet my Daily Caller article, Free Julian Assange. Very proud of that. And so, Michael Collar. Thank you, Michael Collar. Thank you. We all know Hillary knew what the C meant as she instructed her staffers to remove headers exactly and print it out, rescan unclassified. They don't even need intent to charge her for these crimes. Exactly. 100%, Michael Collar. 100%. 100%. I mean, 100%, just exactly. She actually even said exactly. She said, yeah, you know what? Strip it and send it. Was it wait, I forgot the exact wording, but exactly. I mean, that's just, and then just the payment to Pagliano alone. That's just, the payment alone is enough. Silence Do Good. Freedom is a light for which many have died in darkness. This is on a tomb of an unknown soldier of a Revolutionary War in Philadelphia. Eternal Flame. Wow. That is, I mean, freedom is a light for which many have died in darkness. Wow. It's true. To the veterans and to the active duty soldiers who watch, I want to thank you for watching. ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to actually do a live stream at around 8, if possible, and try to do one before my Unity for Julian appearance, 8 p.m. Pacific. I want to thank everybody. And we're over an hour. I want to just thank everybody. And just want to give some time before another live stream, before my appearance on, for Free Julian Assange. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless. To the super chat, thank you very much. Yeah, James Comey's Machiavellian, and the Office of Professional Responsibility, the FBI, will never, ever, ever be able to regain its once prestigious image if they don't do everything possible in the Office of Professional Responsibility to ensure that McCabe and Comey and Strzok, especially Strzok and Comey and Page and all of them, aren't exposed. Thank you so much. God bless. I'll be back soon, and then I'll be at 9 p.m. Unity for Julian.